Good evening. Hi guys. Thanks for jumping on. Um, I'm doing this really like ad hoc. I've not done a live. Well, I did one the other night, but like a really quick one. And I used to do lives all the time. But those that used to watch them will know they had like kids in the background. So this is like just me, and that's all this is about, is just me. So like I said, it's like ad hoc. I'm a bit of this and a bit of that. I will be a little while, so if you jump in on late, then just comment that you're watching it in replay or whatever, and have a look in replay. If you are watching though, give me some love and say hi. Let me know where you're watching it from, so I know how far this is reaching. I am gonna record it as well, like save it off, so I will be sending this out afterwards. But I just wanted to really just welcome loads of new friends, because I've got loads of new friends on here, and tell you a bit about me and a bit about what it is I do, because it's absolutely stonking at the minute. It's the place to be, basically. If you want to improve your health and you want to improve your income, you want to top up some of your furlough, those that are on furloughed, or if your other half's on furloughed and you're usually at home and actually they're now home to help look after the kids as well, this is like perfect. There's nothing special about me. The state of me at the minute, I've just got out the shower, because that's what I do when the kids go to bed. So I know I was planning to come live. I thought, you know what, I still need to have my shower once the kids are in bed, because otherwise I won't end up getting it. So that's why my hair's a bit rat's taily and everything else. So I'm just me. There's absolutely nothing special about me. But what I do is amazing, and it brings in income into our household that otherwise we wouldn't have, and we wouldn't be able to manage without. So I just wanted to basically tell you a bit about it. So stay on if you would, because I really appreciate the love and support. Even if you think you're not interested at this stage, just stay on all the way to the end, because I would really appreciate it, just to know that I've got some love coming in there. So just a little bit about me, just because I have got a lot of new friends. So I'm Catherine. Those that are watching on my profile will see that. And I'm 40. I turned 40 3 days before I had Katie, who is my fourth little baby. So I've got 4 kids. I've got Emily, who's currently 6. Sophie, who gave us 7.5 weeks of memories, which that's a totally different story, and I'm not going to go into that now. And then we've got Jack, who is a troublesome cheeky boy, who is coming up 2, and then Katie, who is 7 months. So my days are action-packed. Currently on maternity for Katie, but actually I don't know how people go to work and have got kids, because my days are rammed. Yet I'm still building this business around it. And I put it down to these products, basically. So I'm going to run through the products first. Basically, they're not a replacement for anything. They're purely to bridge the gap between what we should eat and what we do eat. So what we should eat, they say, is about 7 portions of fruit and veg a day. A variety. Now, hands up, who thought they ate healthily and they eat maybe carrots, peas, beans, but it's a variety of fruit and veg that your body needs, which is where the capsules come in that I take. Now, I started on these just over 4 years ago. Me and John started on these, and you can get berry on their own. You can get the fruit and veg on their own. We can get the trio. Now, the trio are the premium capsules, and they are what I wouldn't be without. They're giving you 30 different fruit and veg in a day. The standard ones are giving you 19. The berry ones are giving you 11. But honestly, if you can, go for all 3. The energy they give you I don't know. I've had like 2 pregnancies now where I've been on all 3 of these, and I had far more energy in those pregnancies than I did when I was pregnant with Emily, which sounds bizarre, doesn't it? Because obviously while I was pregnant with Katie and Jack and Sophie, I also had Emily around, didn't I? But actually I found I was like needing to rest less, needing to sleep less. Whereas I remember when I was pregnant with Emily, I was just like knackered all the time. And even Sophie, when I wasn't on all of them throughout the whole of that pregnancy, I was like knackered throughout the whole time. But these, they're just diamonds, you know. My hair is much stronger. My nails, what I first noticed, because I was always having to cut them once I got on them. So they're just immense. And as well as those, we get the free chews. So we do the fruit and veg chewables, which come free. If you've got a child aged 4 to 21, you can get them free. You get the chews free for a younger child, and you get the fruit and veg free for an older child if you as an adult buy the premium or standard capsules. How amazing is that? And you know, Jack and Emily both love them. Katie obviously is benefiting from the capsules through my milk, which is the biggest difference between the capsules and if you bought them on standard vitamins off the shelf. If you buy standard vitamins off the shelf, you actually pass a lot of them through your body because they're not bioavailable. These capsules are bioavailable, which means they are absorbed straight into your bloodstream. So they're not digested in the same way, which is why actually, you know, if you ask me about it, I can add you in a transformation group that you will see other people's examples of them. And I've posted things on my wall before where people with allergies can often take these. Obviously, you know, not making any medical claims there, and you would still need to take them with caution and seek advice. However, it's because they're bioavailable, so they're absorbed into your bloodstream rather than digested through your system. So that's the premium capsules. They've also got 36 independent gold clinical standards, which there's more information on that on my website. I'll pop that in the comments afterwards. So they are one of the most nutritionally researched products on the market there. As well as the premium capsules, we have our newest capsule, which is the omega capsules. Now, omegas, your body can't make omega. Actual, you know, GPs and medical professionals recommend that you take an omega supplement because your body can't make it. It comes from fish, from oily fish. And again, who eats oily fish? Once in a blue moon, maybe. These ones, however, are plant-based. So they're plant-based, so they don't give you any fishy breath. Those are no omegas and take omegas. These ones don't give you any fishy breath. But they're also unique because they contain 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. Whereas, again, most omega vitamins that you get, they're vitamins rather than a supplement. So, again, you pass a lot of it through. But they're also usually only 1 or 2 omegas in them, whereas this gives you the full spectrum of the 3, 5, 6, and 7, and 9, which supports other things, your joints, your mind, your skin, your hair, which personally I found a real improvement in my skin and even my hair. My hair just seemed shinier once I added these to the capsules, once I added these to the premium capsules. My skin just became a lot smoother and a lot clearer with these. And when I was pregnant with Jack and Katie, I obviously showed the midwife the supplements I was taking because they asked the standard questions. Are you taking folic acid? Have you been taking folic acid throughout? And are you taking an omega supplement? Well, actually, you know, I just showed her my capsules. And she was like amazed with them. She said, "Oh, these are like great," and she was totally happy. They contained enough folate for me. Obviously, again, you would have to, you know, seek your own advice there. But certainly for me, they contained enough folate, and the omegas, just amazing as well. Because again, they help with babies' eye and brain development as well. When you're growing a baby in your body, obviously, whatever you're taking into your body is passing through to them as well. So I would never, ever, ever be without any of these capsules for all of those reasons. So moving on, we also have, you'll have seen a lot of them, are shakes. Now, our shakes are plant-based. They have natural fructose in them, so there is no added sugar into them whatsoever. And they're all plant-based as opposed to whey protein, so they're plant protein. Now, whey protein is the waste from cheese, which the food plan we follow alongside cuts out all dairy products. And whey protein actually can bloat you, which is what a lot of shakes are made from, but it can actually bloat you and be really hard to digest. These are really gentle. They're really gentle on your stomach. They come as a vanilla and as a chocolate. You can get them in the large pouches here, which are fine for like when you're home, or if you've got a fixed office and you leave one in your office, then that's fine. They're great for breakfast and or lunch. And they also come as single serve option as well. So you could get a box where you get some large and some single serve if you want to keep one in your handbag or keep one in your desk, so you've got them handy as well. And these are great. So I didn't start on these until after we'd lost Sophie. And I found that actually I'd started skipping breakfast. I could not handle breakfast first thing in the morning. So I'd started skipping breakfast. And that, of course, just piles the weight on, because skipping a meal sends your body into starvation mode, which actually then stores the fat. So part of our food plan is to ensure that you're eating at least 3 times a day. Ideally, you should eat 5 times a day, 5 smaller meals every day. So you'd have like your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, and a snack mid-morning and a snack mid-afternoon. But you can sub 2 of your meals with these if you want to, or just 1. So you would have 1 shake and a shake for breakfast and lunch as meal and dinner as a meal, or you could have a shake for breakfast, shake for lunch, and then just a dinner in the evening. What I've started doing lately is having a shake for my breakfast, because it's so quick and easy amongst the kids, although they do end up keeping pinching them as well, which again, all of our products, they're totally safe because they're all plant-based, totally safe for the whole family to use. So obviously the kids don't use them as a meal replacement, they have them as a treat. So Emily loves the chocolate as a treat. Jack loves the vanilla with a bit of orange essence in it. It's very particular, Mr. Jack. So yeah, but they're totally suitable for absolutely anybody. You know, if you know someone who's not eating properly because they're skipping their meals, especially in the current times that's going on, then these are perfect. They're ideal. There is also, if you needed something as a meal replacement, there are the bars as well. So again, chocolate bar. You can imagine having a chocolate bar for breakfast. That is healthy, and these are really nice. Honestly, I don't buy them often myself because they wouldn't last long. I would demolish them all. They also come as a mixed fruit as well. So if you're not a chocolate lover, but you want a bars to keep in your handbag or whatever, then they come as a mixed fruit as well. I realise I'm perhaps not holding these up close enough. Like I said, this is my first ever live of this nature, so you do have to bear with me. And there are soups as well, which I don't have the soups because I make my own soups, and they are really yummy, even if I say so myself. But there is a soup as well if you want a soup for a meal replacement again. So that's the meal replacement options. Again, like I said, used alongside our food plan, which you get full details of when you order. If you place an order through me, then as soon as you place the order, I email you through a food plan, which has been written by personal trainers. It's not written by me. I don't hold any claim to holding any kind of professional training. However, our business is of great support, and we have a lot of personal trainers in the team as well, and it's them that have actually written the food plan that goes alongside. I just know it inside out, so I can help you throughout with it. But I email that to you, and it's also in our support group. So some of you might well be in our support group already, and know already that there's loads of ideas in there, but the food plan's in there as well. So moving on, we have also got our boosters, which is what everybody loves. It's our budget plan. It's not a budget package, it's our budget plan though, is the boosters. So hold it a bit closer there. So its main ingredient is, bear with me here because I can't say it very well, glucosamine is its main ingredient. So people think that looks like a pineapple. It's not pineapple, it's a glucosamine, which is a natural fat burning product. And basically, they are a natural fat burner. You get 90 sachets in a box, and they're a natural fat burner. They also help make you feel fuller for longer. So basically, you mix it up into a drink and you just drink it straight in one. Once it hits your stomach, it expands so that it takes up room in your stomach, and then it like coats the food, which helps it break down quicker. And everybody swears by these. Personally, I haven't used them for any length of time, because the only people that these aren't suitable for is, obviously, I wouldn't give them to children, because children shouldn't need an appetite suppressant at all. And they're not suitable for pregnant or breastfeeding women, because again, you don't need an appetite suppressant when you're feeding or pregnant. They do contain also a certain level of caffeine as well. But yes, so not when you're pregnant or breastfeeding, but otherwise, absolutely spot on for everybody. So I've tried the odd one, but not used them consistently. But yeah, they are spot on. The example I always give is, I did have one before then John decided to order a naughty kebab from town once, and I'd had one of these and I was like, I'd had a booster. I couldn't eat half of my kebab, so I ordered what I normally would have as a treat, and I couldn't eat half of it because this had filled me up so much. So I was pretty gutted at the time, but actually it shows how well they work. And then our final product is our newest product, which honestly I would not be without these lately, are Lift. It's now been renamed Uplift, but there's still the old packaging about. It's, as it says, a natural energy drink. It's full of B vitamins, which just naturally lift your energy. It's got yerba mate, tart cherry, mango, guava, lemon peel and beetroot in it, and that's all that's in it. So it does the job like a branded energy drink would. Like, you go in a shop and buy a can of energy drink when you're like down in the slumps. When I first started work, I used to live on them because I wasn't used to getting up at sort of 6 o'clock in the morning and getting a train down to London. And I'd sit in training sessions like a nodding dog. And honestly, I wish I knew about these products then, because I was living on Pro Plus and energy drinks just to get me through those training sessions. And this works just like one of those energy drinks. So I sometimes add it into my morning shake when I've been up half the night with one of the babies. I'll add it in my morning shake, and it just proper wakes you up. Now again, it says, if you look on my website and the packaging, it does advise to be careful if you're pregnant and use with caution. But again, I spoke to my midwife about these because actually, there was days when I'd been up with Jack in the night, and obviously pregnant as well. I just needed a lift. And the problem is they were launched as well when I was pregnant. So I just wanted to try them really. And what she said was, actually, if you compare the caffeine content, they've actually got less caffeine in. Although the reason say to be cautious is because they've got caffeine in. They've got less caffeine than a mug of tea. So when you're pregnant, for example, you're advised you should only have 1 coffee in a day, and that should be your full intake of caffeine, or 3 mugs of tea in a day, and again, that should be your full intake of caffeine. Well, these have got less than a mug of tea. So you shouldn't be drinking any of those anyway if you're on the plan, but these have got less, and it's a natural caffeine as well. So all I used to do when I was pregnant was I would sub a mug of tea with one of these in the morning. I'd go without my morning cup of tea and I'd have one of these instead, because they are far more effective than a mug of coffee or mug of tea, and far better for you as well. So that sums up our products. Now, a lot of people wonder why can't I just walk in a shop and buy them? So Boots and Holland & Barrett both approached the company to try and stock our products, but they won't sell them in the shops because it's not just about the products. Like I've said already, it's about the whole package. So the whole package is basically the food plan, as well as my support group and my support as well, because it's not just about taking the products. Obviously, you need to take changes in your life, but the food plan is such a simple thing to follow. And I just encourage just simple changes at a time, just make a few small changes. If you can't go without your coffee, or you can't go without your glass of wine in the evening, then don't change that yet. just make some of the other changes. Just little changes like having a sweet potato instead of a white potato can make such differences to your health and to your body. And it's for those reasons that we don't stock them in the shop, because the company want you to have our support as well as the company support, obviously. So that sums up the product. If you have got any questions, by the way, just pop them in the comments and I will get back to you afterwards. I'm trying not to look at the comments as we go along because it will just totally put me off. But I do appreciate all the love that people are giving me, because I've put this off. I said weeks ago I was going to do this, and I keep putting it off. So that summarises the product. So I'm not going to keep you massively longer. However, I do want to touch on the business side of it as well, because I know I've got so many people on my Facebook. I see it all the time. People are struggling especially at the minute. They're really struggling. They're struggling because they haven't got enough to keep their brain occupied, as not just the money side, but it's just keeping their brain occupied as well. They're fed up being stuck with kids without any adult company. They're fed up because they've got no money. And this business really, it can help with all of that. It really can. You know, I've made so many friends in this business, so it can totally help. And it's a no-brainer, you know. It can help your health and it can help you financially as well, you know. So have a think now and pop it in the comments if you're willing. Pop it in the comments. What bill would you most like to get rid of? So what bill goes out of your account every month that you would most like to get rid of? Just pop it in the comments if you want to. Because like I said, this is totally business. It's totally suited for now, because it's got this amazing health product, which of course, who doesn't want to help improve their health at the minute? You know, the capsules, there is a study that shows that they further support your immune systems. And that's what everybody's worried about, isn't it? Is their immunity at the minute. You know, they're not a cure, they're not going to fix anything, but they're going to give your body the best fighting chance it can, you know. And then it's got this amazing business opportunity where you can work from home. You know, I've had 3 lots of self-isolation since we've been isolated, because one of the family has been poorly. And they've got through it without having to go to the hospital or anything, you know, which is just tantamount, I think, because they're taking these. But I've not had to leave the house and still been able to work. You know, furlough doesn't count for me. I don't need it because I can't get it anyway because I'm self-employed. But I've not had to leave the house to do this. I do it totally around the kids. Like I said, I've got 4 kids. And even my angel takes time, you know. I had to go up there today to pretty fire and, you know, take her fresh flowers and everything else. So I've got loads of things to do, and I'm still building this business around, you know. We're in 30 countries. So with modern technology, the world is literally your oyster. So a lot of people think they can't do this because they don't know enough people. Well, I didn't know hardly anybody before I started this business, and that's what this business gives you as well. It gives you friends. I'd moved up here. I'm not local to this area. I moved up here just under 10 years ago now, and I knew nobody. You know, I went to work, and so I met people at work, and that was about it. But this business has led me to so many more friends who are supportive, and not just friends that have then become customers and things, you know, just friends in general, because you're talking to so many more people, you know. Absolutely anybody can do this as long as you're over 18 and you like talking to people and making new friends, basically, because it's just about recommending a product to people. You know, if you watched a good film on Netflix, odds on are, I bet you put it all over your social media. Oh, everybody should check out this film. In normal times, if you went to a really nice pub or a restaurant, you'd be posting on your social media, wouldn't you? You'd be tagging yourself at this pub and saying like, oh, yeah, I'm here, oh, lovely food. You'd be taking pictures of your food. You'd be posting it on your social media. You'd say how amazing it is. That's all I do. That's all I'm doing to you now, is I am recommending these products. I'm telling you about these products, because if I had the money, I would have everybody I know on these products at the minute, especially the capsules, you know, because they are just, I love them, and I think they really are. And that's all you're doing, is recommending to friends. The earnings are uncapped. It is only a £50 investment, and most people will earn that back in the first month. So personally, I put that £50 on credit card, so I knew I'd have to earn it back. I wasn't certain I would. When I first started the business, I started it because I wanted to be able to get the premium capsules and I couldn't afford it. So that was my aim. Well, I achieved that in the first month. And then I thought, oh, well, actually, this is handy. I can top up my pay because I'd just gone back as 1 day a week after having Emily. So I can top up my pay. So a couple of £100 a month, easy. I did that in the first few months. The earnings are uncapped. It's just about how much effort you want to put in. And so you choose how much you're going to earn, basically, by how much effort you put into the business. Like I said, I started topping up my wage. In the last 3 years, I've had 3 lots of unpaid maternity. I'm currently on unpaid maternity now. And so I've had 3 lots of unpaid maternity in the last 3 years. And that's only possible thanks to the business. Because I couldn't have survived otherwise. We can't survive without me bringing some income in every month. And so there's no way I could have stayed off for a whole year of maternity if I didn't have this. And the best bit is you're doing what you want when you want. So in normal times, if one of my friends has got a day off, I'm like, hey, want to go for lunch? And we can go for lunch, If I haven't seen someone in a long time, it's like, yeah, give me a shout when you're free, because I'm free and I'm about. I can do what I want. And the absolute best bit is I can pick Emily up from school every single day when she's at school, if I want to. Obviously, if I've got something else to do, then I can get someone else to pick her up. But if I want to pick her up, I can pick her up. If she needs me, I can be there. She fell over last year before the end of term, and the teacher rang me because she was worried about her knee. And so I was able to just pop up and see her. She didn't want to come anywhere. She wanted to finish school before she went anywhere to get it looked at, bless her. But it meant I could just pop up. Whereas if I was at work, I wouldn't have been able to do that. She'd have had no choice but to have seen the rest of the afternoon through. And that is why I love this business so much. It's the flexibility that it gives me, but it's the friends it gives you as well. So if you're at the moment home, bored because you've got nothing to exercise your brain with, then this is perfect for you now. And you can continue it when you go back to work. Yes, I'm a stay-at-home mum. Doesn't mean I'm sat on my bum doing nothing all day. I am non-stop all day, and I do this 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, once the kids are in bed. Hence why I'm talking to you now, because the kids are in bed. If you're at work all day, you have tea breaks, so you could do it a little bit in your tea break. And again, you have the evening. Now, I stopped watching soaps 4 years ago when I started this business. I stopped watching any soaps because the evening's my time for work. It's all about what you want and what you see as a priority. I see this as a priority because it's bringing income in, and it means that I don't have to leave the house to go to work. Sorry, I'm stumbling on my words again. Like I said, it's live, isn't it? It's not rehearsed. So, if I didn't have this business, when my husband got in from work, I'd have to go out to work. On a Sunday, when everybody else is enjoying family time, I would end up having to go to work on a Sunday because that's his day off. And that's what this business allows me to do. So there is limited risk or hassle, which is the other reason that I love this business. And it's the other reason it brought me the business opportunities. So like I said, I started on the product first, and then I saw the business opportunity. And I did look into other businesses first. There was loads and loads of other network marketing businesses around. But I looked into them all before I committed to this one. And the reason that I confirmed that actually this is definitely the one for me is the limited risk or hassle, because there's no stock to hold and no deliveries to make. You don't have to buy any stock other than the products that you want to use. All the products I've showed you tonight are products that I use, and I've bought those products. So that's why I've got them. Whereas a lot of other businesses, you end up having to buy them in and then sell them on. Everything is sent directly to the customers. So they order off of your website, or you can place an order via your virtual office for them. So again, like I said, you buy your own business and you get a website and a virtual office all set up. How much does it cost to set up a website in real terms? If you open a business now and you wanted to set up your own website, well, I wouldn't even know the first place to start. This comes already for you. All you have to do is pop a picture on, or which I finally did the other day after 4 years of having it. Finally put my picture up on my website. But otherwise, it's all there ready for you. And so the products are sent directly to the customer and the payments are taken directly from the customer as well. So there's no hassle of PayPal or money going into your bank from people that you've then got to pay a bill with, because it's all dealt with directly from the business. It's just simply, like I said, a case of recommending the products and recommending plans. All you have to do is talk to people, help someone to decide the right package for them. They order it from your website and then you support them with a food plan. Company takes a payment, sends the product out and gives you money on the 10th of the following month. How simple is that? It's simple, isn't it? There's no complexities whatsoever. There's no hard sell involved. It's just simply sharing and caring. And like I said, it's just so much fun. I've made so many friends. And in normal times, there's travel opportunities. You know, I've only travelled within the UK to conferences, and you don't have to go. It's your choice if you want to go. I wanted to go because actually the buzz of being there, and you get to meet all the rest of your team that you don't normally get to meet because they're up in Scotland, they're down in Cornwall, they're down in Kent, they're maybe even in Ireland or in Spain or other countries, you know. So the fact that you can do it from the safety of your home now is just perfect. And it's a health product, like I said. So who isn't thinking about their health? And yeah, the time is now, basically. March saw a 17% growth, which is still 178% growth. I told you I don't remember facts and figures, which is still continuing. There are orders going through every few minutes. It's that busy. Final things just to touch on is that some may have said to you that, well, it's a pyramid scheme. It's a scam, it's a pyramid scheme. They were made illegal in the 70s. The business is now 50 years old. 50 years. So does that not add some quantity to it? It's 50 years old. It's registered with the DSA, which is the Direct Selling Association. So to get registered with that, it has to be legal. There's nothing illegal about it. People get confused with a pyramid structure. So a pyramid structure is what a traditional company looks like. So say a factory where you've got your CEO at the top and you can only have one CEO. And then you've got all your factory workers along the bottom there. And your factory workers, there's billions of. But in this business, it's the other way up. I'm not very good. It's the other way up. So it's a pyramid, but the other way up. Because actually, you can have as many presidential marketing director pluses as people can get to. So you start at the bottom as a partner, but you work your way up, and anybody can work their way up in this business. Absolutely anybody. I've seen single mums that have been in the gutter that are now presidential marketing directors. You get paid 4 ways. So this is the crunch. This is a bit you've all been waiting for, yeah? How you get paid. So you get paid 4 ways. You get paid on your own sales that you make. You get paid on ongoing sales, because once you've sold to someone once, when they then reorder, there's little effort involved in that, isn't there? You've put all the effort in the first place because you've helped them onto which plan. When they reorder their plan, you're going to get paid again. You get paid on your team's sales, which again, you can have as many people underneath you as you want, and you get paid on their sales. And you get paid on bonuses. So the bonus structure is over £100,000 in total of bonuses, from 80,000 up to 40,000 in 1 month. So the ones you'll be interested in at the minute is basically from £80 up to 40,000. So the £80 one you get at your first promotion. So at your first promotion, you can get that after simply 5 to 7 orders. And most people at the minute are achieving that in their first month. Literally, it's so busy. People just, you can't keep up with it. So a lot of people are achieving it in their first couple of weeks even, where you get 4 or 5 sales, sort of about 4 to 7 sales in a month. And that gives you a 4% pay rise and an £80 bonus. Your next promotion then gives you another 3% pay rise and a £300 bonus. How amazing is that? My next promotion that I'm heading for is going to give me a £1,000 bonus in 1 month, which is, you know, that plus the commission, because you'd still get your commission in that month as well. It's just epic, absolutely epic. So that's all I've got to say tonight, really. I've kept you all long enough. Like I said, if you've got any questions at all, then please pop them in the comments. If you are watching this on replay, please just pop replay in, just so I know who's watched it live and who's watched it on replay. And yeah, that's it from me. So seriously though, just if you are thinking of an extra income, you're a bit short on cash, you're bored at home, you're looking to get healthier, then give me a shout, because this is the business for you. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for your support. Catch you later.